Welcome to Wisdom Life. Have you ever found yourself reacting impulsively in moments of anger, only to regret it later? Or felt overwhelmed by unfair criticism, gossip, or insults, unsure of how to respond without losing your peace of mind? What if we told you that silence could be your most powerful tool in these situations? In a world filled with noise, chaos, and constant judgment, learning when to stay silent is not a sign of weakness, it's a mark of wisdom, strength, and emotional intelligence. Silence allows you to protect your inner peace, gain clarity, and respond to life's challenges with grace and confidence. In this video, we'll reveal 9 crucial situations where staying silent can transform your life. These are not just theories but practical lessons inspired by timeless wisdom, including the teachings of the Buddha and the experiences of some of the most inspiring figures in history. Whether you're dealing with anger, loss, injustice, or even success, these insights will help you navigate life's complexities with calm and purpose. By the end of this video, you'll see silence in a whole new light, and you'll have the tools to apply it immediately. Situation 1. Staying silent when facing unfair criticism. 1. Avoid impulsive reactions, maintain inner peace. When criticized, especially unfairly, our first instinct is often to defend ourselves or fight back. However, the Buddha taught, staying silent is not a sign of weakness, but the strength of understanding. When you remain silent, you give yourself time to listen, reflect, and control your emotions. Take the story of Mahatma Gandhi, one of the greatest leaders of the 20th century. He faced harsh criticism from those who disagreed with his nonviolent methods. Instead of reacting, Gandhi chose silence and continued to act with determination. His silence not only demonstrated confidence but also made his critics reflect on their actions. You can apply this lesson in your daily life. When someone criticizes you, take a deep breath and remind yourself, silence is not defeat, it's a way to better understand myself and the situation. 2. Silence as a shield against criticism, allowing time for reflection. Silence is more than just not speaking, it's a powerful tool to protect your mind. The Buddha once said, "You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger." When you stay silent, you create distance between yourself and the criticism, preventing yourself from being swept into negativity. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, one of the most powerful and successful women in media. Early in her career, Oprah faced heavy criticism for her hosting style. Instead of arguing, she chose silence and focused on improving herself. As a result, she became a symbol of perseverance and success. Silence gives you time to reflect. Is this criticism valid? Can it help me grow? Or is it just a reflection of jealousy or misunderstanding? By asking these questions, you use silence as a tool for self-improvement. 3. Demonstrating emotional intelligence and self-control. Staying silent in the face of criticism is not just an action, it's a display of emotional intelligence and self-control. The Buddha taught, "The wise do not speak much, but every word they say carries deep meaning." When you remain silent, you show that you are not easily provoked and can control your emotions. Look at the story of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison fighting for justice. During those difficult years, he never let anger or resentment consume him. Instead, he chose silence and focused on learning and self-improvement. Upon his release, he became a great leader who knew how to forgive and build peace. You can do the same. When criticized, remember that silence is not failure, it's a way to show maturity and wisdom. Let silence become the bridge between you and inner peace. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent when facing unfair criticism not only protects your mind but also gives you an opportunity to grow. As the Buddha said, "Be a lamp unto yourself." When you stay silent, you create your own light, helping you overcome challenges and become the best version of yourself. Situation 2. Staying silent amid boasts. In life, we often encounter people who constantly show off their achievements, possessions, or status. This is when we need to learn the power of silence. Silence is not defeat, it's a way to demonstrate true confidence and focus on your inner values. 1. Avoid the need to compete or prove your worth. When faced with boasts, many people feel the urge to compete or prove they are just as accomplished. However, the Buddha taught, "The wise do not need to prove they are right. The foolish will never accept it." When you stay silent, you show that your worth does not need validation from others. Take the story of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in the world. Despite his immense wealth, he lives a simple and humble life. When asked about his secret to success, he never boasts but simply says, "Success is not what you show off, but what you feel inside." You can apply this lesson too. When someone boasts, remember that you don't need to prove anything. Your value lies not in what others think, but in how you live and contribute to the world. 2. True confidence radiates quietly. Humility is key. True confidence doesn't need to be loud. The Buddha once said, "Be like still water, reflecting everything clearly without needing to speak." When you stay silent amid boasts, you demonstrate confidence and humility, two qualities everyone should cultivate. Think of Malala Yousafzai, the young Nobel Peace Prize winner who fought for girls' education. Despite her incredible achievements, Malala never boasts. She remains silent and humble, letting her actions speak for themselves. Her silence and humility have inspired millions worldwide. When you stay silent, you show that you don't need external validation. You are confident enough to know your worth isn't determined by others' opinions. Remember, humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. 3. Focus on internal growth rather than external validation. Staying silent amid boasts is also a way to focus on your internal growth. The Buddha taught, "Be a lamp unto yourself." When you remain silent, you take the time to listen to yourself, understand your goals and values, and avoid being dragged into meaningless competitions. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter series. Before her success, she faced years of hardship and rejection from numerous publishers. Instead of complaining or boasting about her efforts, she chose silence and focused on perfecting her work. As a result, she created one of the most successful literary works of all time. You can do the same. When faced with boasts, remember that internal growth is what truly matters. Take the time to learn, improve, and become the best version of yourself. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent amid boasts not only demonstrates confidence and humility, but also helps you focus on your internal growth. As the Buddha said, "Be like a mountain, silent yet steadfast." When you stay silent, you show that you don't need to prove anything, because your value is already reflected in how you live and act. Let's continue exploring other situations in this video to better understand the power of silence. Situation 3. Staying silent amid unfounded rumors. In life, we cannot avoid becoming the target of unfounded rumors. This is when we need to learn the power of silence. Silence is not an admission of guilt, it's a way to protect your mind and let the truth speak for itself. 1. Trust in the resilience of truth, avoid fueling the fire. When faced with rumors, many people's first reaction is to deny or argue. However, the Buddha taught, "The truth does not need protection, it will protect itself." When you stay silent, you show that you trust in the power of truth and refuse to engage in pointless debates. Take the story of Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of the United States. During her husband's presidency, she faced countless rumors and criticism. Instead of responding, she chose silence and continued to focus on her community projects. In the end, the truth prevailed, and she was recognized as one of the most influential and positive figures in the world. You can apply this lesson too. When someone spreads rumors about you, remember that the truth will always win. Silence is not defeat, it's a way to avoid adding fuel to the fire and maintain your inner peace. 2. Let actions speak louder than words, focus on integrity. Staying silent amid rumors is also a way to focus on your actions and integrity. The Buddha once said, "Your actions define you, not your words." When you stay silent, you show that you don't need to explain or justify yourself, because your actions speak for themselves. Think of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison fighting for justice. During that time, he never responded to rumors or criticism about himself. Instead, he focused on self-improvement and preparing for his greater mission. Upon his release, he became a global symbol of peace and justice, respected by the entire world. When you stay silent, you show that you don't need to prove anything. Let your actions speak for themselves. As the Buddha taught, live with integrity, and the truth will reveal itself. 3. Maintain inner peace over fleeting vindication. Staying silent amid rumors is also a way to maintain your inner peace. The Buddha taught, peace is not the absence of chaos, but the ability to remain calm within it. When you stay silent, you show that you are unaffected by rumors and can maintain your inner peace. Look at the story of Keanu Reeves, the famous actor known for his action-packed roles. Despite his fame, Keanu lives a simple and humble life. When faced with false rumors about his personal life, he never responds. Instead, he continues to live and work with sincerity, earning even more love and respect from his fans. You can do the same. When faced with rumors, remember that inner peace is what truly matters. Let time reveal the truth, and continue to live with integrity and kindness. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent amid unfounded rumors not only protects your mind but also helps you focus on integrity and maintain inner peace. As the Buddha said, be like still water, reflecting everything clearly without needing to speak. When you stay silent, you show that you don't need to prove anything, because the truth will always prevail. Situation 4. Staying silent when facing anger. Anger is a natural emotion, but if left unchecked, it can lead to devastating consequences. That's why staying silent when facing anger is not just a skill, it's a demonstration of inner strength and self-discipline. 1. Silence as a form of control, preventing impulsive actions. When angry, we often react immediately, and those reactions are usually impulsive and thoughtless. The Buddha taught, staying silent in anger is how you control your mind and avoid actions you'll later regret. When you stay silent, you create a gap between emotion and action, preventing yourself from being swept away by anger. Remember the story of Mahatma Gandhi, who led India to independence through nonviolent methods. Despite facing countless oppression and injustice, Gandhi never let anger control him. He remained silent and patient, inspiring millions to rise up peacefully. You can apply this lesson too. When you feel angry, take a deep breath and remind yourself, silence is not weakness, it's how I take control of this situation. Let silence become your tool to overcome anger wisely. 2. Avoid letting anger cloud your judgment, create space for clarity. Anger can cloud our judgment, leading to poor decisions. The Buddha once said, when angry, you cannot see the truth. Only when your mind is calm can you see things clearly. When you stay silent, you create space for your mind to settle and assess the situation objectively. Think of Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. In the early days of the company, Jobs was known for his fiery temper. However, after being forced out of the company he founded, he learned the valuable lesson of silence and emotional control. When he returned to Apple, he became a calmer and more insightful leader, guiding the company to unprecedented success. When you stay silent, you give yourself time to think and make the right decisions. Remember, anger is a temporary emotion, but its consequences can last forever. 3. Demonstrating strength and self-discipline. Staying silent in anger is not just about controlling emotions, it's a display of strength and self-discipline. The Buddha taught, the strong are not those who can defeat others, but those who can conquer themselves. When you stay silent, you show that you can control yourself and not let emotions dictate your actions. Look at the story of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison fighting for justice. During that time, he never let anger or resentment consume him. Instead, he chose silence and focused on self-improvement. Upon his release, he became a great leader who knew how to forgive and build peace. You can do the same. When facing anger, remember that silence is not defeat, it's a way to show inner strength and self-discipline. Let silence become the bridge between you and inner peace. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent when facing anger not only helps you control your emotions but also demonstrates strength and self-discipline. As the Buddha said, be a lamp unto yourself. When you stay silent, you create your own light, helping you overcome challenges and become the best version of yourself. Situation 5. Staying silent in times of loss or grief. Loss and grief are inevitable experiences in life. This is when we need to learn the power of silence, not to escape, but to face the pain honestly and find healing from within. 1. Embrace stillness, listen to your heart. When facing loss, we often feel helpless and seek comfort from external sources. However, the Buddha taught, listen to your heart, for that is where you will find the answers. Staying silent in grief is not weakness. It's a way to connect with yourself and better understand your emotions. Remember the story of Oprah Winfrey, who experienced many losses and grief in her life. When her mother passed away, Oprah chose silence and took time to listen to her heart. She shared that it was this stillness that helped her find peace and move forward. You can apply this lesson too. When facing loss, take time to be silent and listen to your heart. Remember, silence is not loneliness, it's how you connect with yourself. 2. Avoid distractions, allow yourself to process and heal. In times of grief, we often try to distract ourselves with external activities. However, the Buddha once said, only when you stop and stay silent can you truly heal. When you stay silent, you allow yourself to process the pain naturally and find inner peace. Think of Steve Jobs, who faced many losses in his life, including being forced out of the company he founded. During his darkest moments, Jobs chose silence and took time to reflect. This stillness helped him find clarity and determination to return, leading to extraordinary success. When you stay silent, you allow yourself to process grief naturally. Remember, healing is not about forgetting, but learning to live with the pain peacefully. 3. Silence as a sanctuary for grief, not an escape. Staying silent in times of grief is not about running away. It's about finding peace and strength from within. The Buddha taught, be like still water, reflecting everything clearly without needing to speak. When you stay silent, you create a safe space for your pain to settle and your mind to find peace. Look at the story of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison fighting for justice. During those difficult years, he never let grief or resentment consume him. Instead, he chose silence and focused on self-improvement. Upon his release, he became a great leader who knew how to forgive and build peace. You can do the same. When facing loss, remember that silence is not an escape, it's a way to find inner peace and strength. Let silence become a sanctuary for your pain. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent in times of loss or grief not only helps you face pain honestly but also allows you to find healing from within. As the Buddha said, be a lamp unto yourself. When you stay silent, you create your own light, helping you overcome challenges and become the best version of yourself. Situation 6. Staying silent in the face of ignorance. In life, we cannot avoid encountering people who lack understanding or have different perspectives. This is when we need to learn the power of silence, not to lose, but to protect our mental health and focus on what truly matters. 1. Prioritize mental and emotional well-being. Choose peace. When faced with ignorance, many people's first reaction is to argue or prove themselves right. However, the Buddha taught, staying silent is not defeat, it's a way to protect your mind. When you stay silent, you show that you prioritize your mental and emotional well-being over winning a meaningless argument. Remember the story of Albert Einstein, one of the greatest physicists in history. Despite being one of the smartest people in the world, Einstein never wasted time on pointless arguments. He once said, I do not argue with ignorant people, because they will drag me down to their level and beat me with experience. You can apply this lesson too. When someone ignorant tries to argue with you, remember that silence is not defeat, it's a way to protect your inner peace. 2. Avoid draining arguments, focus on self-growth and understanding. Arguing with ignorant people not only drains your energy but also distracts you from more important goals. The Buddha once said, the wise do not waste time on useless arguments, they focus on self-growth. When you stay silent, you show that you don't need to prove anything, because your value is not determined by others' opinions. Think of Oprah Winfrey, who faced years of criticism and misunderstanding. Instead of arguing, Oprah chose silence and focused on building her career and contributing to society. As a result, she became one of the most influential women in the world. When you stay silent, you allow yourself to focus on what truly matters. Remember, your energy is limited. Don't waste it on meaningless arguments. 3. Rise above the noise. Conserve energy for meaningful conversations. Staying silent in the face of ignorance is also a way to rise above the noise and conserve energy for meaningful conversations. The Buddha taught, "Be like still water, reflecting everything clearly without needing to speak." When you stay silent, you show that you don't need to engage in pointless debates, but can instead focus on valuable discussions. Look at the story of Warren Buffett, the legendary investor. Despite being one of the richest people in the world, Buffett never wastes time on trivial arguments. He always spends his time learning, reading, and engaging with like-minded individuals. As a result, he has achieved extraordinary success in his career and life. You can do the same. When faced with ignorance, remember that silence is not defeat, it's a way to rise above the noise and focus on what truly matters. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent in the face of ignorance not only protects your mental health but also helps you focus on self-growth and understanding. As the Buddha said, "Be a lamp unto yourself." When you stay silent, you create your own light, helping you overcome challenges and become the best version of yourself. Situation 7. Staying silent in the face of injustice. When faced with injustice, many people's first reaction is anger and the urge to speak out immediately. However, staying silent in these situations is not indifference, it's a way to prepare for more effective action. Silence helps you observe, analyze, and find wise solutions. 1. Silence as preparation for action. Observe and analyze. The Buddha taught, "In silence you will find clarity." When you stay silent in the face of injustice, you give yourself time to observe the situation comprehensively, analyze the causes, and find the right solution. Silence is not passivity, it's a necessary preparation for effective action. Remember the story of Martin Luther King Jr., the leader of the civil rights movement in the US. When faced with injustice and racial discrimination, he did not react with violence. Instead, he chose silence, observed, and planned peaceful protests. Thanks to his patience and strategy, he changed the minds of millions and contributed to societal progress. You can apply this lesson too. When facing injustice, take time to stay silent, observe, and analyze the situation. Remember, hasty actions often lead to regret, while patience brings better outcomes. 2. Address issues with clarity and evidence. Turn injustice into opportunity. Silence is also a way to gather information and evidence, helping you address issues clearly and convincingly. The Buddha once said, "The truth does not need protection, it will protect itself." When you stay silent, you show that you trust in the power of truth and refuse to engage in pointless arguments. Think of the story of Malala Yousafzai, the young girl who fought for girls' education. When attacked by extremists, Malala did not retaliate. Instead, she stayed silent, gathered evidence, wrote books, and spoke at the United Nations. Thanks to her determination and clear evidence, she became a global symbol for education and won the Nobel Peace Prize. When you stay silent, you create an opportunity for the truth to speak for itself. Remember, injustice is not the end, it's an opportunity to prove your worth. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent in the face of injustice not only helps you observe and analyze the situation thoroughly but also allows you to address the issue clearly and effectively. As the Buddha said, "Be a lamp unto yourself." When you stay silent, you create your own light, helping you overcome challenges and turn injustice into an opportunity for growth. Situation 8. Staying silent when facing rumors. Rumors are unavoidable in life, especially when you achieve a certain level of success. However, how you respond to rumors is what truly matters. Silence is not an admission, it's a way to stay steadfast and let your actions speak for themselves. 1. Remain steady and unwavering, let actions speak for themselves. The Buddha taught, "Your actions define you, not your words." When you stay silent in the face of rumors, you show that you don't need to explain or justify yourself, because your actions speak louder than words. Your steadfastness and integrity are the strongest responses to baseless rumors. Remember the story of Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of the United States. During her husband's presidency, she faced countless rumors and criticism. Instead of responding, she chose silence and continued to focus on her community projects. Thanks to her steadfastness and positive contributions, she proved her worth and earned global respect. You can apply this lesson too. When faced with rumors, stay steady and let your actions speak for themselves. Remember, the truth does not need protection, it will protect itself. 2. Focus on your contributions and professionalism. Let time reveal the truth. Staying silent amid rumors is also a way to focus on your contributions and professionalism. The Buddha once said, "Live with integrity, and the truth will reveal itself." When you stay silent, you show that you don't need to argue or explain, because time will uncover the truth. Think of J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter series. Before her success, she faced criticism and doubts about her writing abilities. Instead of responding, Rowling chose silence and focused on perfecting her work. As a result, she created one of the most successful literary works of all time. When you stay silent, you allow time to reveal the truth. Remember, what you do matters more than what others say about you. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent when facing rumors not only helps you remain steadfast but also allows you to focus on your contributions and professionalism. As the Buddha said, "Be like still water, reflecting everything clearly without needing to speak." When you stay silent, you show that you don't need to prove anything, because your actions speak for themselves. Situation 9. Staying silent when insulted. When insulted, our natural reaction is often anger and the urge to retaliate. However, staying silent in these situations is not weakness, it's a way to rise above negativity and protect your inner peace. Silence becomes a shield that reflects insults without absorbing them, helping you maintain self-respect and inner strength. 1. Rise above the insult. Refuse to participate in negativity. The Buddha taught, "Staying silent is not defeat, it's a way to refuse to participate in negativity." When you stay silent in the face of insults, you show that you won't let yourself be dragged into a cycle of anger and hatred. Instead, you choose to rise above the negativity and focus on what truly matters. Remember the story of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison fighting for justice. During that time, he never let insults or resentment consume him. Instead, he chose silence and focused on self-improvement. Upon his release, he became a great leader who knew how to forgive and build peace. You can apply this lesson too. When insulted, remember that silence is not defeat, it's a way to refuse to engage in negativity. Let silence become your tool to rise above insults and focus on meaningful things. 2. Maintain composure, protect your inner peace. Staying silent when insulted is also a way to maintain composure and protect your inner peace. The Buddha once said, "Peace is not the absence of chaos, but the ability to remain calm within it." When you stay silent, you show that you are unaffected by insults and can maintain your inner peace. Think of the story of Malala Yousafzai, the young girl who fought for girls' education. When attacked by extremists, Malala did not retaliate. Instead, she stayed silent and continued to fight peacefully. Thanks to her calmness and determination, she became a global symbol for education and won the Nobel Peace Prize. When you stay silent, you allow yourself to remain composed and protect your inner peace. Remember, inner peace is the most precious thing. Don't let anyone take it away from you. 3. Silence as a shield against negativity, reflecting insults without absorbing them. Staying silent when insulted is not just about protecting yourself, it's also a way to reflect negativity without absorbing it. The Buddha taught, "Be like still water, reflecting everything clearly without needing to speak." When you stay silent, you show that you won't let insults affect you. Instead, you reflect them gently and wisely. Look at the story of Keanu Reeves, the famous actor known for his action-packed roles. Despite his fame, Keanu lives a simple and humble life. When faced with false rumors about his personal life, he never responds. Instead, he continues to live and work with sincerity, earning even more love and respect from his fans. You can do the same. When insulted, remember that silence is not defeat, it's a way to reflect negativity without absorbing it. Let silence become your shield against insults, and a way to maintain your inner peace. Conclusion for this situation. Staying silent when insulted not only helps you rise above negativity but also protects your inner peace. As the Buddha said, "Be a lamp unto yourself." When you stay silent, you create your own light, helping you overcome challenges and become the best version of yourself. Now you know 9 powerful situations where silence can transform your life. Let's quickly recap. Situation 1. When criticized unfairly, silence protects your peace and allows for reflection. Situation 2. Amid boasts and competition, silence shows true confidence and humility. Situation 3. In the face of rumors, silence lets the truth reveal itself over time. Situation 4. When dealing with anger, silence prevents impulsive actions and brings clarity. Situation 5. During loss or grief, silence creates space for healing and self-reflection. Situation 6. Faced with ignorance, silence preserves your energy for meaningful conversations. Situation 7. In the face of injustice, silence prepares you for thoughtful, impactful action. Situation 8. When confronted with gossip, silence lets your actions speak louder than words. Situation 9. When insulted, silence shields you from negativity and reflects strength. These lessons are not just about staying quiet, they're about mastering your emotions, protecting your energy, and responding to life's challenges with wisdom and grace. We hope you feel inspired and empowered to apply these principles in your daily life. Remember, true strength lies not in reacting, but in choosing how and when to respond. If you're ready to take control of your life and embrace the power of silence, commit to practicing these lessons consistently. Success doesn't happen overnight, but with determination and patience, you'll soon see the transformative impact of these practices. Thank you so much for watching this video and being a part of the Wisdom Life community. Your support means the world to us. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and subscribe to Wisdom Life for more life-changing content. Together, let's grow, thrive, and create a life filled with peace, purpose, and success. Until next time, stay wise, stay strong, and remember, sometimes silence speaks louder than words. See you in the next video.